Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another exciting episode of You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast, your favorite podcast of all time.
Mm-hmm.
If you're hearing these words, this is in fact your favorite podcast, and we thank you for that. Thank you. We want you to take your wife, girlfriend, significant others, family members' phones. We want you to go on their YouTube. We want you to subscribe to us, so that we can break. We're on the road to 1,000, and we're pushing our way there. And the closer we get, the better. Because once we start getting fucking monetized, god damn, the sky's the limit. Fucking Chili's, come on.
I will tell you. Nowadays, this is the only podcast I watch.
Yeah. No. Not for me.
I don't
I watch
listen
a lot of podcasts.
I don't listen or watch any other podcast.
I do watch ours though, and let me tell you, I don't know how some of you do it. Some of you, this is your favorite podcast, and that's great. This is not. I get it.
What's the end? What's the quitting point? What's the day that we're just like, you know what? I'm fucking done.
Oh, I don't think there is.
No, right? I'm gonna keep making shit
No.
content forever.
No, yeah. Janica, I can't remember what it was. I was like, we gotta go home. I gotta fucking shoot the podcast. Like it was something like that. And she's like, "Do you enjoy doing it? Like, do you want to do this?" I was like, "Yes." Yeah, she's like, "Are you sure? You seem like pissed off and stressed." I was like, "No, we just have to shoot the fucking pod." And she's like, "Okay. So you like doing this?" I was like, "Yes." She's like, "Do you think you were Trevor over stuff?" I was like, "I don't think so."
Yeah.
It's like, even though it upsets you, it's like, it doesn't upset me. Like, we just have to go home. I have to get shit together. I have to get shit done.
No. I think it's, again, it goes back to what we've
Episode 12,000.
Uh-huh.
If we haven't made it by then, I guess I'll hang it up.
Yeah, let's hard point that. Episode 12,000. I like that. There's There's 52 weeks in a year. $230
Years? Yeah.
Done. Easy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, so let's start with the easy stuff. Fucking fine. I just sat down and it just goes, dude. You just go. I don't know.
I know.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
That's how I know I wasn't really that into fucking Operation Bounce House. I forced myself through it. I think it's the first Matt book that I wasn't just like, I had to keep reading.
Interesting.
This one, it is such a clear night and day difference for me reading this versus reading anything else.
I will tell you, reading this versus reading This Inevitable Ruin, I'm plugging through this much quicker than I did This Inevitable Ruin. This Inevitable Ruin, I really enjoyed it, but the faction war aspect of it just didn't have the same dungeon feel. And I think because of that, it wasn't burrow bosses and no, there was more AI, but the AR was just fucking insane. So it was just them setting up all these faction wars. I love them doing the faction war. I love them fucking people up. I was like, that's brilliant. But when it came to like the game, I really loved the craziness of the burrow bosses and the craziness of like new loot and the craziness of like achievements and stuff like that. And like, I just felt like This Inevitable Ruin did not have that much because they were just setting up for this war. Fine.
Yeah.
Not a bad book. Not a bad book at all. I will tell you though, I was thinking about this. Okay. I think Fate of the Feral God and Butcher's Masquerade might be my favorite books. I think they might be my favorite books. I was not a big fan.
Butcher's Masquerade, so good.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Inevitable Ruin.
Yeah. Really like this one.
Butcher's Masquerade might be it though.
Uh-huh. I'm telling you, Butcher's Masquerade was a book. That was a book. That was when they figured that shit out and everybody started working together, and like it was just like crawlers were clicking. You know, after Feral God, it was like, hey, this is how we all get to survive. But Butcher's Masquerade was kind of like that. All right, we're doing this. You know, this is us together type of thing.
Yeah.
Because what was after Feral God? Wasn't there one in between that and Masquerade?
Bedlam Bride.
Oh. Or was Bedlam Bride
Or was
after?
Bedlam Bride after?
After. It was after.
Yeah.
I was not
I
a big...
I think
that
Masquerade was right after.
That was the card
Bedlam
one.
Bride, yeah.
You know?
I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'd rank it. I didn't have a problem with the cards.
Yeah.
I know how some people might get stuck in the fucking weeds over it because if you've imagine like never playing a fucking card game, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know?
No,
Like
yeah.
I can see how it can lose a decent amount of readers. That part did not bug me at all. I don't know. I wouldn't put it near like my top.
No.
My top would be like this Inevitable Ruin. I don't think that one would be top. But Butcher's Inevitable Ruin, maybe Anarchist.
I did like Anarchist. I would say Anarchist is still maybe towards the bottom. Okay. I think Anarchist is what, third?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's second?
Yes.
Second is
I know, I almost need the
Iron
list.
Triangle. What book was that?
I think Anarchist Cookbook was Iron Tangle. Doomsday Scenario.
Doomsday Scenario was the second one.
Which was still
I think
I really
okay. Yeah. When you start to really think about this, I think I rank that one at the bottom. I think I rank Doomsday Scenario at the bottom. Not because it was a bad book, but in grand scheme to all the rest of the books, it's really hard to compare.
it almost felt like a filler level.
It did. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I would probably put it Butcher's Masquerade, so 5, 7, 5, 7, 1, 3, 4, 2 so far.
Yeah.
Doomsday Scenario would kind of be my end, which Doomsday Scenario is fine. Was great for a sequel to the second, but it didn't feel like it really gave a lot to the overall story other than we got through another big floor.
Yeah.
And a lot of big shit happened.
Yeah.
And like trust me, like the fleshing out and everything like that. Like it gave us Signet, it gave us all these like different things, but in the grand scheme of things, didn't really give us a whole lot.
I remember reading Doomsday Scenario after reading the first book and I think that was like, I read the first book and was like, I'm fucking hooked. I need to tell everybody about this because this book is great. And I remember I got it probably like 3 months before the second book came out. So I was able to, when I finished reading the first book, I had like maybe a couple weeks and then I picked up the second book and read it. And I was like, this is great. But as time has gone on and all of his writing has gone on, it's like, man, it's cool. I would have liked book 1 and 2 as one book. You know what I mean? That would have been fine. Because I think I rank it as, I think I rank Masquerade, Feral Gods, Inevitable Ruin, then the first book, and then I think Bedlam Bride, and then Anarchist Cookbook. But this book is turning out to be really good.
Yeah.
I feel like he just got a fucking mad hard on for Twisted Metal and just wrote a book about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, fair. It is. I was neck and neck for a while, and at a certain point, the book, the Audible, is so much better than reading, which is weird. I think because I was neck and neck, and like I just started like it's like everything like they figured out the formula for it. Like it's less so like the sound booth theater thing is like, hey, like we have sound effects for everything. We have like the fan for the background. They have every little thing. They're incorporating a lot of that into it. They are, I don't know how they're. It makes me wonder, like, is he now thinking ahead when he's writing things about what music he's going to be able to license for certain things?
Maybe. I also think I
don't know if you're at that part, but like there's
literally my thing would be just give Jeff Hayes his ability as a voice actor to just have fucking fun and make a resume. You know what I mean?
He's gotta be. I know he's writing with more purpose than just this, but man, it feels like he's just like, I bet you he's just giggling. He's like, fuck it, he's gonna fucking hit this out the park. Like he just knows, and everything he's doing, he's serving it up. It is fucking.
I will tell you,
fuck, dude.
Some of his writing, though, especially in this book, and I'm starting to catch it. I even saw it in the last book, but a lot of it is he over explains certain things, like characters and things like that in the book. And I think he does that specifically. I don't think he does it on purpose, but I would imagine part of that purpose is for Jeff Hayes to be able to, like, the whole thing. I don't know where you are in this book. Did you finish Parade yet?
Chapter 74.
Okay, so I'm halfway through this, so 50 something, 53, I think is where I'm at. When he's talking about like Aussies and stuff like that, like he's really, really going into explaining like it's like an Aussie accent, but like not right there, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? He says things like that to kind of like, and I get that he's trying to just build it, but then it, like in my head as I'm reading it, I'm like, is this just so Jeff has something to like base the vocal range on?
It could be because he did say. He got in the habit of killing characters that he didn't like the sound of their voice. Like they're like he would say like oh, I think it was that thing that you sent me.
Yeah.
Like they're going through and he's going, oh well, like I didn't really like that. Like, oh, that's what you did. I started killing off the characters, but I didn't like the sound of their voice. Yeah. I think Jeff might be like the secret to like to like why some of these things are so good. Like I think he just has so much fun with Jeff and probably bouncing ideas off of Jeff.
Sure.
That it incorporates a lot more into the overall story, if you will.
I started
his muse.
Yeah, I started thinking about
Jeff Hayes just shirtless on a chaise lounge, just fucking rubbing his chest with oil. Now you want me to say the no? You want me to do the noise for you?
Just pony screams in the mic. I was also thinking about this. Like, think about older books, you know, like Robert Heinlein books like that, stuff like. If they had voice actors to help them, like, I have to imagine when a writer's writing something, they're doing two things. They're writing out their story, and then they're giving their characters depth, and they have an image of the character in their head. But I guarantee you, like when you talk in your head, what voice do you hear? Is it your voice or is it somebody else's?
It depends.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, right. Once
90% of the time, I'd say it's my voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I'm reading something,
it could be a million different things.
Ooh, we've talked about it before. I was left field with Donut, the AI, and Carl, and everything like that. That was my first gripe. Was like, this doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Well, I didn't write it.
Also, going from book 1 to like book 5, even on Audible, you're like, you flesh this out. But I imagine as a writer, if you could hear your characters, someone acting and doing your characters and reading your book in that manner, that would only drive you to continue those stories like into the next point, you know,
and to have like a consistency.
Yeah. Now,
like I've written things, and like in those things, you kind of like have like an imagination of like what they might be. But how long do you keep it? How long is your brain focusing on that voice versus how am I going to do this with a story? You have so many different things that you're trying to push forward. So to just have somebody who's little job is just to like remember things and stuff like that. And then hearing them do it and having that consistency of him kind of like just feeding the character into your own head, even though it's your character, like listening to him, probably I would assume approving certain things and stuff like that. Like that's gotta help with character development.
It definitely does. Especially when you write, you don't always write in like chronological order. No one writes like I wrote chapter 1 and then I wrote chapter 2. People fucking just write and then
I wrote 3 and then I wrote 12.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I wrote the beginning and I wrote the ending, and then I wrote in some of the beginning and then I figured out how I was going to come up with the ending, and then I tried to put the middle. So when you're jumbled like that, and I guarantee you people that are writing have stacks of notes, you know, that they're just trying to throw together, that consistency is out the window. So then hearing somebody like feed it back to you and you're like, oh wait, I'm going to cut that. I'm going to add that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's cool. But I also, this is pretentious of me. This is exactly why I need to read the book first before I listen to the audiobook, because I want to see the words and I want to read the words and I want to see, because sometimes when you hear things or when it's on TV,
stick with the book.
I know. Well, no, I always go back.
No, I know, but like I was doing this like back and forth, like I did this and did this, and at a certain point, like I am fucking. I look forward to like my times in the car or like with my headphones on, because when I tell you like this is just magnum opus. I don't really know what the sound booth theater versions are like, but this is fucking incredible.
Yeah,
there's just hit it. It's I have to imagine this is like what they envisioned like in like the fucking vaudeville days when there was no TVs and it was just like it's a radio program, hey? Oh, so it's they're like this is what we want. Like this is that. You just close your eyes and picture all of it. So good.
There's this old comedy sketch people that used to do this stuff back in the 70s, and I had records of them. They're called the Firesign Theater, and they would do Firesign Theater, and they would do these radio plays and stuff as though you were listening to like an old school radio, but they were fucking hysterical. There's one called Nick Danger. And it's this whole fucking story. But they're so smart. They were doing this thing where they had like cellophane and they were running it into the mic, and they were trying to simulate the sound of fire. And so, you know, he's talking about he's out in, you know, the snow and everything at this place, and this guy invites him in, and they're funny. They're just goofy, and the comedy is so fucking next level smart that you have to take a moment to listen to it, and when you get it, you're like, that's the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. That's pure comic gold. So he's talking to the guy, and he's like, oh, why don't you come in and warm yourself by the fire, and then so you hear the cellophane like in it as it's like the crackling of the fire.
The crackling.
And like, so the other guy who isn't Nick Danger is like, hey, let me introduce myself. I'm Nick Danger. And he's like, no, let me introduce myself. I'm Nick Danger. He's like, well, if you think you're so smart, why don't you pick up your cues faster? And he's like, are those my cues? He's like, yes. And they're probably nearly dry. Why don't you pull them out of the cellophane before they scorch? And shit like that. That's just, it's so smart. It's like, damn, that comedy is brilliant. So like hearing that, you know, and I'm sure when writing it, it probably seemed funny, but to hear it, it was on a whole nother level. And that's why I'm like, I have to read the book first, because I know Jeff is killing it. And so when I hear it, I'm not going to want to go back to read that book. I just want to plug through because so I read half of Operation Bounce House, and then I had to drive to LA to see my aunt, and I finished Operation on the way down. And so I just picked the chapter I was at, started my drive, and finished Operation on the way down. And I was like, man, this is a cool fucking story. But the same thing as you. I don't know if I would have enjoyed it reading it the same way as I did listening to it. But I don't know. Operation was slow. There was a lot of like build up. And then it was fucking chaos. And then it ended. But the voice actors who did Operation and like giving everybody
actors?
There was a couple different ones. I know Jeff was in it and somebody else was in it. So there was a couple different like voices that were in there. The main guy who did all of the voices, or what, I can't remember his name. gave everybody like almost like a hillbilly twang to them, like old farmer hillbilliness to it. So like almost like it just had this vibe that in my head I didn't hear until I listened to it, and then I was like, oh, this is a fun story.
Interesting. I still have not finished Bounce House.
Really? It's great. It's a great end.
I think I'm 50, like 55 or 56% of the way through.
That's probably when it starts to
Like,
get the best.
I feel like it's just starting to, like, they've got drones out there, like building up supplies and stuff like that. They've gone through.
Had they met the main guy? Like the main guy that was like in charge of Operation Bounce House, like the really rich dude on Earth. Okay. So when you get to that point, that's when everything kind of changes and you realize where it's all at. And that's when
I keep waiting for it because obviously something has to pop off in this book, right?
Yeah.
I just haven't made it there yet.
Worth it. I definitely think it was worth it. I honestly, at this point, would say even just maybe start over from fucking a good scratch. Like if you were reading it and not listening to it, maybe just listen to it because it was a good story. It was good. I finished it and then on the way back up from LA, I put it back on at like 2x speed and listened to it again. So,
2x speed.
2x speed is 175 or 2 is like the perfect speed to listen to things. This is about the speed of what I read, and it doesn't, you don't have all that weird, like sometimes you'll listen to audiobooks and people will be like way too dramatic, and then he paused.
Yeah.
Like I don't need the fucking pause. Like this isn't Hollywood here. Just read the story. We'll move along. I got that he paused. Keep going.
It's hard listening to audiobooks after being spoiled by Jeff Hayes.
Yeah.
Like especially like in the wake of waiting for this to come out. I started, reading different books, trying to listen to like different things. I had like 6 Audible credits. I've tried the Mistborn, like the
Brandon Sanderson.
Yeah. And the guy who reads it, he talks like this. And the girl sounds like, and like, I go fucking bananas. There's plenty of like good books that like everybody recommends that I just can't get into because of the narrator. And I have to imagine I can't expect Jeff Hayes out of everybody.
No,
I can't. But like, I don't know.
I will tell you, anything read by Will Wheaton is really good. Like Will Wheaton, I think maybe also just because he's an actor and knows how to deliver lines, that maybe it makes it a little bit more entertaining to read or listen to.
Yeah, that could be it too.
I think
maybe it's that. Maybe it's not necessarily just the voice, but it's delivery. Just because you can speak clear. Like I'm not gonna fucking narrate a fucking thing anytime soon because.
No, but you also have to have fun with it. That was like Martha Wells, like, was it Murderbot or Murderbot or whatever that.
Murderbot Diaries.
Murderbot Diaries. So I started the audiobook on the first one and was like, this is awful. And then I put it on like 2x speed and re-listened to it. And I was like, actually, it's not bad if you just if you're just here for a story and you're not about listening to the voice actor as much as just wanting to listen to the story, you can get through anything. You know what I mean? If I'm looking for Jeff Hayes, yeah, of course. If I'm looking for this theatrical piece that's going to make me be overly involved or whatever, but if I'm like, dude, I just want to fucking get through this story because or like there's been books I have started that have been like, I don't have time to read and it's kind of boring, but I don't want to write it off. So I'll use a free credit and pick it up on fucking Audible and then just put it on when I'm driving somewhere and I'm able to get through the book.
That might be Project fucking Hail Mary for me. I don't fucking understand this fucking...
I keep going to grab it, and then I'm like, I know it's gonna be good, but it's not The Martian. You know what book I still haven't read is Ready Player 2. I heard that thing was a giant bag of hammers, and I was like, it's like, I guess I'll skip it. It's still on my list of ones I want to read.
I don't know. I feel like there's too much good stuff out there to be like, man, I heard this sucks, but I want to read it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Why put yourself through? Although, why put
who's
yourself
got
through?
the time?
I don't know, but you don't just like pick shitty ass B movies and you're like, that looks like an awful movie. I'm gonna fucking waste my time watching that.
Yeah, no. Like if you stumble across one and you happen to be doing dishes and laundry and shit,
Yeah.
and you like just like fumble your way through an entire one, cool. I'm
Agreed.
never fucking going back to it.
Agreed. Agreed.
So,
Uh-huh.
Grand Theft Auto is still not come out.
I know there's nothing. I mean, we have a
Fucking-
couple
they
days.
did their call, they did their after calls, everything like that. We're creeping close.
Not even a fucking.
The coolest thing that's ever happened to me.
Okay.
That's a stretch. Okay. A really fun thing that's happened to me is just like, I think from us talking on my phone listening, I ended up like in a GTA 6 fucking Reddit, like subreddit. Like I just got something that's like, it's almost here. I had been watching conspiracy theories. I had been watching the fucking subreddit like turn against people. It's like, you fucking piece of shit. You said you had good intel. And like things are blowing up. People are making YouTube videos and YouTube videos are disappearing. Like fucking, it's kind of amazing watching them go fucking just like
Yeah.
Lord of the Flies on each other. Like every day, it's like doomsday fucking people. They're like, oh, the fucking sun is coming to the fucking earth.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna implode. It's the end of the world. Like blah blah. Like this is them like predicting fucking all of the different things. All these people. I know a guy who actually was listening to the investors call and he actually said it's gonna be this. Oh, and the Best Buy leak, it was credible. It had this. Okay, they actually said that the Best Buy leak wasn't. I am fucking. I still think the funniest thing they could do. There was a thing that showed the timeline of like, okay, it was like 2.5 years for GTA 4, almost 3 years for your GTA 5. GTA 6 is like how long?
15.
It would be so great if like before they even released GTA 6, they announced that they're working on GTA 7 and just watched fucking just people's heads fucking explode.
I would love. Okay, here's two things that I would love. I would love for GTA 6 is not getting delayed, but like we said, it's just going to be.
They did say it's not getting delayed.
Yeah, it's just going to be on console, and it's just going to be story. There's going to be no online, nothing like that. And they dropped because we're going back to Vice City. Here's Grand Theft Auto Vice City remastered, like how they did. Yeah, exactly. There's a drop on that. And then
that'd be a fun little.
And then it just fucking I don't know. Did you watch that video?
Now, for your theory, they say that they're saying pre-orders aren't going to start until like past June 20th. Which does put them past that 6-month window, yeah?
Yes. So it gives them some breathing room. It gives them some, but there's still not even an announcement date. Here's the date that's going to come out, right? It's November something.
19th, I think.
Okay.
19th or 20th.
They don't open the pre-orders. That's fine. It's not a big deal because they wait and hold it out. But if you were confident that your game was coming out, what does it matter? Why would you not release the pre-orders?
I know. Not all the theories, but like a good portion of the theories was around that investors call and everything like that. That like they were gonna see like if the stock takes up. Oh, God, I bet you that would have been fun to watch too.
Well,
all the announcements and theories and watching the stock market kind of like go like this with it because people were like buy before investor call, doing all this like it's got to be fucking.
Well, and we're closing Q2 here pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
So realistically, would a better way to start Q3 into Q4 with pre-orders for Q3 and then the sale in Q4? It doesn't make any sense to start your sales early pre-Q3. You know what I mean? I get that because at that point numbers just look good. And you're gonna sell. Did you watch that video I sent you of the Take-Two CEO talking about AI?
Mm-mm.
I sent you a video, and I might have even put it in our group chat with Sean or whatever, but it was talking about so the guy asked him a question like, how do you feel about AI, in video games or some shit like that? And he was like, that's kind of like asking if I like apple pie or like, or a sundae. He's like, I like them both. And the way the guy was explaining, he's like, the thing is that AI is great because it does a lot of things. He goes, but here's what people think about doing. They think about utilizing AI to copy something. Like, oh, well, if you don't have the time, money, or effort, like maybe we could just make GTA ourselves and use AI to do it. He's like, which is great, fine. All the resources are there. He's like, all the resources are there to do that even without AI. The problem is that nobody's buying a clone of something. They're buying GTA. He's like, so we don't have to worry about that. Like, he was hella funny. He's like, because who's making GTA? We are. he's like, so I'm not worried about that, But his whole concept, and this was a smart thing, and this is kind of ties into why I think things like Subnautica and shit like that were having their EULA fucking issues and all that. And I started thinking about why we don't own we own our video games anymore. And this didn't click for me until I saw that video from the CEO and a couple things that you were sending me about the Subnautica thing. It was like, well, yeah, if we owned all of our games, then we technically own the licensings and rights to those things because we have purchased those goods and therefore can do whatever we want with them. And if we copy and make clones or whatever the fuck shitty ass firmware, whatever, like just, shovelware fucking games and put them out there and sell them for $5-10 and make enough to make off of it based off of an IP or structure or something. I can see where some companies would maybe not want to do that because look at like Pal World. Pal World just didn't one for one it, but obviously ripped off Pokemon. We all know it did,
Yeah.
And if there wasn't that you don't own your game situation, like then it would be a lot easier for them to maybe attack those people that are profiting off of other people's hard work, especially if you're just dumping into AI and letting them create. And like even the CEO was talking about it. He's like, how many like crappy phone games you can come out with in a month with AI? 25, 30. He's like, it's easy.
Oh yeah.
You sell them for $5 and whatever, and just make a ton of money on that. Like he's like, it's super simple, And so like, I do get it because at what point, and I don't agree all the way through it, but businessly, as a business mind, I kind of get it. At what point do you as a company need to start protecting your own IP? Infringement, like just other people just fucking, if you own the rights and DRM free and then stick it on the fucking internet and then somebody else grabs it and makes, a couple $1 million because they just make something a little bit more fun.
Yes. I don't know. I kind of feel like that's like being in public and saying like, no, I don't want you to take pictures of my face. I feel like we're kind of past that point of like, I fully agree that like IP needs to be protected. Like you should have a right to, if you create something, to protect that and to profit off of it if it's something that's profitable, like for the work that you put in for cultivating the idea. And I totally get that. I also feel like it's just kind of like the way things are and are going. It's getting harder and harder to defeat people who are taking these ideas and running with it. There's more and more cases, and it's a little bit of technology's just pushed it that way, and it's also a little bit of like Pal World versus Pokemon. Like Pokemon ripped off something that was prior to that too. Like like it's kind of like like one time I was texting Sean. I was like, man, like I've been trying to write a story, and I'm writing this story. I was like, man, sometimes I feel like I'm just like derivatively like taking things from different things. And like one thing he said is like everything that's ever been written has been a copy of something else. It's just a matter of you not intentionally doing that. You doing this. Like I think it's a little bit of that and a little bit of this, and just the direction that everything's going with. AI is going to look for things that it can copy off of because it doesn't really create. It just
Manipulates,
mirrors what it can be told.
Sure.
Like like between those two things, it's just kind of coming to a point where protected IP is going to be, I think, scarcer and scarcer. Fucking look at Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah.
Look at Dungeon Crawler Carl with Discount Dan. I just saw 2 other ones. They're like, hey guys, if you're looking for something fun, and like good for fucking Matt for letting that shit exist in some of the fucking groups that he's in.
I've seen Dungeon Crawler Carl straight 100% ripoffs with like almost the same name. Yeah. Just AI slop written, but there again, that's a really questionable point, because if you have someone who's like, yeah, I don't give a shit what you do with it, versus people being like, oh, I really don't want you to steal this, and then people still do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also feel like that's one of the problems with video games is that, I think back in the day, PC gaming was, far more niche, and the games that were coming out on PC were a little bit more, I don't know, the genres were thinner. You didn't really have a ton of RPGs. Yes, you had shooters, but not like the way that you have them now, but you had like franchise shooters, and they were very, very specific. Then you had like simulation games and stuff, because computers could do that. And then for all the consoles, that's where you had your arcadey stuff, or your action adventure platformers, or racers, stuff like that. And then now, as everything started to homogenize together, that's where like the gaming community and like gaming industry in itself is just kind of like, again, we want to get it into everybody's hands. Well, getting into everybody's hands is what's shooting you in the foot. Because like with GTA, we're only giving it to console players. What would be the reason, other than cheating being number one, right?
Cheating, mods,
the hacks.
Just getting a chance for like your content to live a little bit before it goes out.
But the console still has a mod system.
And but it can't. I don't know.
Right.
I would imagine that, to take it back a step, everything used to live in its own ecosystem, right?
Sure.
Like NES, Atari, they all had like their own certain lines of codes, and that's probably why PC gaming was a certain way, because it ran off of, I'd imagine, JavaScript or something like that. And as things go, you start getting different engines, and as these engines start working together, next thing you know, like you're getting, like, there's Game Boy code, there's Nintendo code, there's this, and they're all starting to, like, engines are now translating into this code and this and this. Yeah. So things are kind of coming together. I imagine it's a little bit of that as well.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that there's probably some kind of thing where if you're taking an engine and it's translating it to run on a PlayStation or an Xbox, it probably has some kind of downwards translator that probably has a barrier somewhere in there that makes it more difficult to go back, mod, and then put it back.
Yeah, back I would say you're probably
but PC
right.
to PC,
probably straightforward. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Okay, I definitely agree with that. But that doesn't. The mods.
It's not impossible.
The mods change the game enough that it doesn't become your game anyway. So what does it matter, right? I think more the console thing is
Franklin's got big fat titties just fucking running from the fucking cops.
Yeah. I'm thinking more console. If you're going to release one of the biggest games in the past.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Gotta be money, right?
It's gotta be money.
Gotta be,
or it's gotta be something that's laying them up for the next gen consoles. Right? They already have something in line.
Oh,
and so that's why it's
you're back to that. Oh, we're gonna double dip.
Yeah. Because that's the idea behind it. Because how many times are you gonna sell fucking Skyrim? How many times are you gonna sell GTA 5? You gotta sell GTA 6 that many times to continue to be profitable. Because shareholders and the company and the people who fucking work for you want their money. You know what I mean? So how are you gonna do it? Well, fucking.
And they're not
because
making it for PS4.
It's only for PS5, yeah. PS5 and Xbox
only for
X.
PS5 and Xbox Series X and S.
Yes,
but the Series S is like, it's gonna run like rough. 720p, like 30 frames a second.
So here's the thing that they did with, you think about the Skyrim's Enhanced Edition or GTA 5's upgraded version. You own the game. the new console comes out, all you have to do is pay the $40 instead of the $70 to get the enhanced version on the new console. So now you've not only sold GTA 6, but you've sold it twice to the same fucking sucker because they've got the new you know it's going to happen. And in my head, the best thing to do is give it to the console players first so they have a fucking thick save file, because nobody in their right mind has ever played GTA and then started a new game of GTA after 300 hours and been like, this is great. I love the beginning of GTA. No one. You know what I mean? Everybody's waiting for the end game at that point. So that's the best way to just fuck people, which is also probably why they're holding off on pre-orders and things like that, because if you can at least coincide that with maybe an announcement of the next gen consoles towards the end of the year, pre-order now, everybody sinks their money into it, wait till the game comes out in like November, and then right at the beginning of November being like, hey, by the way, next gen consoles, guess what's going to be over there? GTA 6. We're going to port this. Guys, we don't want you to fucking feel like you have to buy the game twice. Just spend another $40 and we'll get it for you. You know, transfer your save files over. Don't even worry about it. We'll take care of you. And then give it to PC, because you're only
I don't think Sony will do that. I don't think Sony will. I think they're pieces of shit and they'll make you buy the whole fucking thing for fucking $85 a pop.
Probably.
Those fucking...
Because you're not going to make the double money off of the PC players. You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. But that's also another thing.
That's true.
You know, and now think about it. When would be a release for a next gen console? Well, probably around the time whenever GTA 6 is coming out for fucking PC.
Release or announcement? I think 2027 will be really 2027 or 2028 will be probably like release of next gen console. Announcement, I'm sure, will be right after after fucking GTA fucking
yep.
shit.
Godspeed, man. Godspeed to the gaming industry, you fucking parasites.
Yeah, you can't even be excited for anything. You have to put on your cynic glasses and start looking at the details.
You do.
Fucking.
We haven't even gotten a fucking Call of Duty announcement, have we?
Who cares?
Wait.
Have we?
Well, hold on.
What?
That's interesting though. I'm not saying that's I'm gonna get the next one.
Finally.
There's just been nothing. There's been nothing on Call of Duty.
Well, the last one was so fucking bad.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Maybe they had to they're like, let's pump the brakes. Let's just take a year. Let's think about this.
Ubisoft did that with Assassin's Creed, and they came out with what was it, Mirage or whatever? Fucking I can't remember which one it was.
I thought you were gonna say they're fucking revamped fucking. Was it Skull and Bones? Not Skull and Bones. Black Flag.
Yeah,
we're gonna re-release it.
Yeah, people are not overly happy about it, but here's the thing. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is dope. It is the only Assassin's Creed game that is not Assassin's Creed in any way, shape, or form. What?
Check your phone. That's the creative team behind the next Elder Scrolls 6. I just saw that on the Reddit. They're like, doesn't look good for us, boys. It's like the what was it? Director of creativity, the character design, the fucking. It was from one of their fucking interviews. I was like,
no way. That can't be fucking correct.
All right, let's Google it.
Production and studio director. No way. Todd Howard is
Bethesda.
Yo.
Yeah.
No. Oh my god, dude. Is it so
maybe Call of Duty is just a step ahead of Bethesda. They already had their moment, because wasn't this one basically AI and a bunch of people like that at the helm?
Oh, 100%.
And they're like, ooh, everybody hates us. I don't know how we did this. We had a foolproof thing. They bought it no matter how bad it was. And finally it got so bad that they don't want to talk to us anymore.
I saw a side by side of here's the development team from original Infantry Infinity Ward's Modern Warfare 2 launch team, and then here's Black Ops 7, and it was a side by side, and one of the top comments was like, you can't take dudes out of a military shooter and expect it to be good. And I'm not saying that women can't, and this is such a fucking misogynistic point, and I get that. I fucking get it. I get it.
Guess what I can't do? Give fucking birth. Make a good sandwich.
Yeah.
Fucking vacuum well.
Yeah. No, I get it.
You know what? There's certain things that guys and girls are just going to be simply better at.
And I'm not saying
and there will be exceptions to the rule, right?
Well,
but
the thing about it was Infinity Ward also had dudes that were fucking like ex-military and stuff like that on their team. So it made sense when like someone put something in, you were like,
and they probably had dudes that were like, you know what? I can reach out to like a material expert. I can get some fucking people on the ground. And then I guarantee like the last guy on the deck, like the one guy, I don't know how he survived this fucking long, but he's looking around, fucking all the pumpkin spice lattes on the fucking counters as they're all talking, blah, blah, blah. They haven't talked about games in 45 minutes. Fucking Cheryl's husband came home a little too drunk from being with the boys last night, and they've all been bitching about it. And he's like, what would you guys think if we maybe got some Rangers or, like some like Green Berets in here just for like some mocap stuff? And they all fucking turn. They're like, you think we don't know how to make a fucking, and just boom. He got fucking pink misted.
You have a group of people that are anti-gun, anti-military, anti-government, all these things making these games, and you're
making the government propaganda military shooter. It's fucking
man. And you know the thing about Elder Scrolls 6, it's fantasy world. I mean, those
but
is
I swear to God, if I see a magic wand, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Or just, you can romance a dragon, I think is where I'm gonna fucking draw a line.
Ooh, that's where you get me back in. God.
Our souls are entwined.
All of a sudden, it's like one of those fucking like ACOTAR fucking like bromance fucking novels where it's like the fairy. It's God. Instead of like Daedric fucking lords coming from like the fucking Oblivion realm, it's a fucking some guy with a big old fucking dick print in his fucking
long flowing blonde hair with an open shirt, riding a white horse.
The opening thing, the first town you get to is like somebody has way too beautiful hair. You're like, fuck. Has it been 2 hours? Can I refund this fucking game?
No, dude. Oh no. God, that makes me fucking happy.
Fucking game of the year.
Game of the year.
Oh, fuck, dude.
What
was that indie dev game of the year that I was telling you about?
Don't remember.
Oh, man. It is like okay, I want you to picture Mixtape.
Oh.
Have you heard anything about Mixtape?
I think we talked about it, maybe.
A fully... Okay, indie game, right? Indie game. Started sending out for creator reviews.
Mm-hmm.
They sent out a box that's probably bigger than my Borderlands Collector's Edition box.
Okay.
That had old school CD players with headphones and like a whole swag pack of just like 90s aesthetics, and it's like a 90s game that has a completely there's no stock music for the game. The whole game is all fully licensed.
Yeah, I
soundtrack.
remember that.
And people are like, what the fuck? Like the whole game itself is like maybe 3 hours.
Okay.
And everybody's like, fucking, oh my God, like this is going to be like all these people that are getting this is a 10 out of 10. It's getting fucking 10 out of 10s across the board because it's just such a good game. And then now that the creators are done and like it's starting to release and people are starting to like play it, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? This looks like a demo for a decent game. It doesn't seem like an indie game at all. It's incredibly well punished. And then it just happens that her dad is like a fucking like 20 billionaire and fucking has been like just funding her studio, and she
that's
just
right.
had
Yeah.
all the fucking money to play with.
Yep. Yeah.
But is on track to win Indie Dev Game of the Year.
Well, here's the thing about it. It's just, it goes back to the original thing. With enough money, you can do anything. You can literally do anything. With enough money, you can literally do anything. And that's where Claire Obscure was. They were indie, but they had a fuck ton of money. Baldur's Gate, relatively not indie, but indie still, but a fuck ton of money. Larian Studios did not disappoint because they had money. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're not gonna get a small indie dev like fucking Dredge to like win Game of the Year, but like that game has substance.
Balatro.
It came up close. I love the dev for that guy. Like, he's kind of antisocial, so he didn't want to come and get his award today. So
we're his friend to go grab it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, hey, you have a real chance of winning. You should come there. No.
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much.
Into his closet, just like accordion doors, like.
Oh Christ! Oh yeah, because we're close to Game of the Year, man. Other than GTA, I don't see anything else like popping off this year. Nah. And I'm telling you, man, Crimson Desert, but it just keeps getting better and better too. Oh, all right. Sidebar. I went fishing today.
I was super jealous. I don't know where my fishing license went. I bought all that shit. I had a bag that had my fishing license in it. I couldn't find it because I got fucking jealous that you're doing that. I was just gonna go stand on this fucking side of the pond and just cast a few times.
They should have just sent it to you in the mail, or you should have gotten an
email.
It. I know, I bought it too. So I went to buy. So we were going on a boat, and so.
Oh, you did that city fishing?
No. So we got Christine's dad has a boat. And it's like a speedboat. It's like old school.
Like, you guys go city fishing.
And like he was like, it's gonna be a bit weird. We're gonna be on a speedboat, but we're gonna fish. And we did. We were up at 5 o'clock this morning. Like, I was up at like 4:30.
Yeah.
4:30. I like get in. I'm like trying to get the kids up, and like so I told him last night, hey, we're gonna go fishing. You got to go to bed. Blah blah. Okay, no problem. So I wake the older one up. Hey, ready to go fishing? Yeah, okay. The younger one's the hard one to get up. Right. That is fucking pulling teeth to get that kid out of bed in the morning. So
a bucket of water.
4:45. I'm like, hey bud, ready to wake up and go fishing? Yeah, sits up. And Christine's like, hey, did you want to, maybe stay home with me this morning? We can meet him up later. And he like looks at her and he's like, Mom, I've never gone fishing before. I have to go. And just was out the door getting ready. And I was like, whoa. So we go out there and it is. So we went to Lake Berryessa. And that's a fucking nice place, but it was windy as hell this morning. But we got on the water. We had the boat in the water at like 6 o'clock, 6:15. And then we just drove out to a couple spots and just fished and just fucking cast lines and hung out with the kids and did all that.
Did you tell them they can't talk too loud or it'll scare the fish?
Oh, 100%. I said that. I said it too. Because like we were trying to be quiet. And I was like, guys, you're going to scare all the fish away. You got to be quiet. And they said, oh, okay. I was the only person that caught anything today, so I got fucking little.
So take that, Aaron.
Little 10-inch bass. Nothing crazy, but it was cool. We're fucking just little spots here and there out on the boat, just casting. We stopped to go to the back. They have like so fucking sick out at Lake Berryessa. They have these like pontoon bathrooms out on the water. Sick, dude. So we pulled up. Everybody hopped off, took a piss or whatever. We hopped back in the boat, and there's like fish hopping all around. I'm like, oh yeah, they're eating shit probably, So I was like, well, we'll just cast out here. So here, couple lines, and we were all morning just trying to grab something, and I like cast out, and I'm fucking just pulling. I'm like, oh, maybe that's a little tug, and I felt it snag, and I went whack, and it's just like, all right, I got it. It was like, it was super cool, man. I pulled it up, was able to get the hook out of it. Kids looked at the fish and everything, and then tossed it back in. Highlight, dude, highlight. We have been talking about it. I know we have been talking about it. There is a difference about doing it. You talk about it. Fishing sounds fucking dope. Went fishing was like, yeah. Dude, that was That's my golf.
Yeah.
I would go fishing tomorrow. Like where guys are like, all right, let's go fucking golfing. I'm like, dude, fucking give me no beer, nothing. I could have had a beer. That would have been great. But none of that. Just fucking straight on the water fishing. And then we ended the day in a fucking on a tube getting pulled by the boat and fucking whipping all around, you know? So just a nice day. Anyway, so I had to buy the fishing license because we were going on a boat. They were like, well, you can't get a day pass unless it's a charter fishing thing. And I'm like, oh. So I just bought a year fishing license.
You got one for a year.
I got one for a year. So I'm like, fuck it,
Let's
we're going
fucking go.
back, dude. So now I just got to go fucking pick up a rod and some tackle and I'm good to go, man. And
Dude,
we can go whenever, dude. We can go.
Just go to fucking Bass Pro in Rockland. You talk to my guy Clyde. Fuck, dude, he got me laced, suited, and booted for like a whole $50.
Are you serious? That was it?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I've been looking at this. He's like, you don't fucking need that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. Like, I just started looking at stuff, and he's like, nah, don't. Like, what are you gonna do? I was like, don't know. Try to catch fish. He's like, do you know catfish? I was like, no. And he's like, then you don't need that. You don't need that. Look at this. This is a $40 rod. We put this on it. Boom, you're good. Even it was like $56 for rod, line, and he's like, and this is what you want. He gave me the link to his YouTube channel, and he's like, it shows you like how I rig up my bait and everything like that. You just use this little guy, this little guy, this little guy. Do it how it says on there, and you'll be ripping things.
Yeah,
I was like,
dude.
Thanks, Clyde.
Dude,
Fucking sick.
Dude, and that's the thing about it. I think that's another big one I wasn't necessarily prepared for. Like there's a bait and tackle shop here in Winters that we swung by this morning because we needed like a bag of ice and some things. And I was looking at some of the rods and stuff, and I was like, it's like a $40 rod sitting on the thing there. I don't know if it was any good or not. I didn't know. But I was also like, even if it wasn't any good, it still will fucking cast a line. Okay.
Yeah.
We're talking about a relaxing sport type of thing for under $80 in general. Like,
no, Trev, you're doing this all wrong. You need to spend $300.
Yeah, exactly right.
You need to fucking, because we're going to be doing tournament fishing.
Yeah, we're going from.
And if you spend more, it's going to make the fish bite more.
I'm going from catching. Today I caught a 10-inch bass. Tomorrow it's fucking marlin. Like,
and just like that, you had the hook set.
Yeah, exactly, man. So
deep sea fishing in Cancun.
Yeah, man, what a fucking blast! I'm tired.
Yeah.
My back hurts. You know, fucking standing on the boat all day, and then fucking we didn't eat food until we got back here. We woke up at 5 a.m. to go fishing, and then ate food when I texted you and was like, dude, I'm getting everybody food, and then we're fucking
should have kept that fucking fish.
Dude, Christine said she was so hungry this morning. She was like, all right, I'm gonna toss it back. She's like, what do you mean you're gonna toss it back? I was like,
yeah.
What are you doing? Like, no, he's going back, man. Also,
everybody gets one fucking fish stick.
Caught him out of the shit river. I'm not eating that guy. Yes.
Right by the floating pontoon shitters.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. No.
Yeah.
That's going back in the water.
Toss it all fucking back.
That was good, man. That was a blast. It was a good morning. I could do that. I could do that on like a day off. Get up early in the morning, go fucking out to the water for a couple hours. Like the reason why we were there so long is because we're running around on a boat. I don't have to be on a boat. I could park a car, walk down to an area, fucking cast lines for a couple hours.
If you're taking the boat out, you gotta stay out for a while.
100%.
You gotta make it make sense. You're not going there for
Yeah.
Sun's all the way up now. Nope, not. Let's pack it up.
No, exactly.
I just loaded up the boat. I did all this to fucking now.
Yeah.
And you got the kids. Have fun, right?
100%. 100%. And it was. We all had fun. It was a blast. But like I was saying, I was telling them, I was like, now that I have the fishing license for a year, we can just go.
We have to do it.
Lake Berryessa is 15 minutes from this house. We can just drive there, park, fucking walk down the water, cast some lines until a couple hours go by.
Until whatever happens.
Yeah. And then go home. Cool. Let's go. You know? And it was summer right around the corner. That's it, dude. That's it. Fuck games. Fuck parties. Fuck cliff.
Whoa.
Going fishing.
Yeah.
Going fishing.
Yeah. Oh.
How does it make you feel that one of your friends absolutely hates you?
Not too bad.
Pretty good, right?
Fucking. It makes me wonder how we lasted this long.
Yeah.
If this is what kills it, it's like all I've done has been myself. I don't know how long you've known me.
True.
And I don't know how long it's been eating you that maybe you didn't say something. And if this is truly it, I'm sorry. Maybe we just were meant to be.
True. Also,
I don't know what happened.
So
my
my question is that just who he is, or is it the fucking 5+ years of us just beating the shit out of him?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I want you to know I love you. It comes from a place of love.
It does.
Whatever's upsetting you, like I don't do this to people I fucking hate.
I mean, I do, but I don't care for their response. Maliciously. Yeah, exactly. I don't care for their response.
It's out of fun. I'm still waiting for the clap back.
Yeah, he won't. He's taking a sabbatical. He'll come in a new born again Christian man.
Well, either way, love you. Come back. Yeah, he'll come back.
He'll come back.
He'll come back.
He always comes back. Pussy. Oh shit!
All right,
let's wrap it up, dude. I'm gonna go take a fucking nap. I am tired.
Did you take a shower already?
Oh yeah, dude. That was the first thing I got.
I was gonna say.
I got the boys home. I was like,
just came in, just fed, like
straight to the shower. Everybody's washing fucking, fish shit off of you. Let's go.
Yeah.
Just get clean. We'll sit down and eat food, and then we're chilling. So,
all right, everybody.
Very good. Very good.
Catch you next week.
Yeah, man. This was
to find out what's going on with Bungie.
I think we're out of here. Bye-bye.